welcome to the iceHQ Ice Rink in Reservoir, Melbourne, Australia, for the iceHQ Aussie Classic clash between the Horses and the Inferno. The Horses may or may not be connected to the Mustangs, because the Mustangs are a type of horse. There's a number of players on this team who do hail from the Melbourne Mustangs group. And for the Inferno, amongst other players, they have some pretty handy players in that one as well. Andrew Chen, Mackenzie Hill, and Spencer Nave to be of note in that one. But for the Horses, outstanding players for them will be Maxim Astafiev and Seb Woodlands in the net, Steve Belich, Artem Astafiev, who both of those players did particularly well in the recent junior under 21 tournament here that we had at iceHQ not that long ago. We're just waiting for the team lists to be all put into the system so I can give you all of the names. But it promises to be quite an interesting little tussle as these players getting ready for the AIHL season upcoming. So Toddy Cutter playing for the Horses. So too, big Hayden Dawes. He's here, and it's great to hear him in Melbourne. The big great white shark, when he cycles around and wants to score a goal, you fire the cannon. He's the most unmissable player. He's wearing number 20 at the moment for the Horses, and he is one to watch out for as well. So the Horses, pretty highly fancied team. Matty Knox as well for them, and Yuga Kachuchi and Evan Kristalev as well playing for them. So it's going to be a fascinating game this evening as the Inferno, Jared Downs, Liam Webster, a legend of Australian ice hockey, playing for the Inferno. So too Michael McMahon, Corey Stringer, Jake Riley, Josh Page, Jared Downs, and Andrew and Daniel Chen. So that'll be a great team too, the Inferno. This will be an absolute cracker of a game. Relatively short bench for the Inferno, which is par for them. For some bizarre reason, every time a team gets called the Inferno, half of them never show up. But they're here today. Mackenzie Hill with a lot of work too. They've just added a couple of extra there as well. But Liam Webster will be an absolutely outstanding player for him. If he can get some puck in the slot, we know just exactly how dangerous he can be. We'll be underway very shortly with this game. 2 periods of 12 minutes and 1 period of 16 minutes, all stop time, unless you get into a greater than 5 goal differential, which I doubt will happen in this game. These two teams were pretty even. I'm particularly looking forward to see the big man Hayden Dawes here again. It's great to see him. He did play here in Melbourne for the Melbourne Ducks way back when the PHL was running, and did a great job for the Melbourne Ducks team in that instance. And his jersey was probably the biggest selling jersey of all of the fan jerseys that were available. He's absolutely a crowd favourite here, and you'll see why when he plays. He circles around like a great white shark and every now and then just pounces. And in full contact hockey, you want him on your team. That is absolutely for sure. He's a big man and he hits hard. This is non-checking, but not non-contact. There's prize money at stake. There's a $7,000 prize pool at stake for the top teams, for the top team in this tournament. So we're looking forward to seeing how these guys go. It will be a thriller. But first of all, the puck needs to be dropped, and that hasn't happened yet. We're still waiting for the game to get underway. 7 o'clock start time, so we're running just a little bit behind time here. I do apologise. But players now lining themselves up and getting ready. Big Hayden Dawes cycles around, big wave of hello. It's great to see you, Hayden. Welcome back to Melbourne. It's good to see you here, and we're looking forward to seeing you light up the rink and staying out of the penalty box, of course. Referees just waiting to get things sorted. Everyone is happy. Liam Webster there taking the face off for the Inferno, and he's facing off against Artem Astafiev. Battle of the young guys versus the experience. And Liam Webster wins the first one, as you would expect him to. He's one of the greatest centremen in Australian ice hockey. Puck played across back, picked up now by Evan Kristalev, who looks up ice. He's being pressed by Josh Page, but the puck fired up ice onto the stick of number 11, who doesn't exist. So we've got some number errors here, unfortunately, for the system. Perhaps not surprising, but anyway, as the Inferno now pick it up and tried to get the puck out through Sean Campbell, but he couldn't get it out. As flying in now is Robin Vortnov in the slot, battling with Michael McMahon. Good luck there, Michael McMahon, again, one of the great legends of ice hockey here in Australia. This is a jam-packed with legends group here, as Evan Kristalev now beats Page, fires a puck up ice. The big man, Hayden Dawes, he's on his own, goes in, backhand, forehand, puts it over the top of the net. Hayden Dawes had a great golden chance there, but just couldn't quite finish it off. He was off on his own. The D had pinched in for the Inferno, and they let him get away. Don't do that too often. But Hayden Dawes showing you exactly what he can do, just not quite finishing it as he circles around now looking for some more scoring opportunities. Now it's picked up and fired in through Jackson Lane, who dumps it deep into the corner, only as far as McMahon, who tries to pump the puck up the ice. McMahon now big, strong strides, skates up, gets past the first line of defence, goes deep into the corner. Up on the corner, he's got Sean Campbell floating around in high slot unmarked. Didn't quite get through to him. Coming back the other way, Artem Astafiev. Astafiev has to get around a wall of white. He gets past Chen. But the save is made in the net by Mackenzie Hill. No, the save is not made by Mackenzie Hill. The goal is scored instead. And 2 minutes into the game, the Horses have the first goal of the game. Quite sure why the scoreboard is showing 2, but I'm sure we'll sort that out. And now flying through the middle again, Yuga Kikuchi. Kikuchi, one of the fastest and most energetic hockey players we've seen here at iceHQ. He's played in the Pro League here on a number of occasions with enormous ability. As the Horses look to break it out again. It's picked up though, Inferno chipping the puck across. They're looking up ice, trying to make a connection with Spencer Nave, who's waiting up on the point. They can't get it to him. Still stuck in the defensive zone. Finally, they get it out. It's on the stick of Jake Riley. He leaves the puck behind. Picked up now. Spencer Nave tries to get a shot away. Fires it in. Save is made by Seb Woodlands in the net for the Horses. And we're going to have a penalty on Yuka Kikuchi, who will be sitting 2 for reasons yet to be determined. We'll find out in just a second. 2 minutes for a hook. So his stick impeded the progress of one of the Inferno players, and the Inferno have the first power play of the game. Lining up to take the face-off for the Inferno is the legendary Lam Webster. What can he do from this face-off? He wins the puck beautifully, quickly back to Michael McMahon, who chips the puck across to his D partner, who looks to fire the puck in. No options there for Peng. McMahon fires the cannon, but the save is made by Seb Woodlands safely in the 5-hole. And he makes that one safe. A beautiful win there. You'll see Michael McMahon. So you'll see Liam Webster win face-off after face-off. He is the absolute wizard of face-offs here. One of the best in the country, if not the best in the country. As he lines up to take another one. Wins it again. Back to Nave. Finds McMahon. McMahon goes in. Puts the puck across the front looking for noise. He had Webster there in the slot. Couldn't quite get the tip in that he would have wanted. Puck going around the side now. McMahon decides to go in and activate. He's covered nicely by that combination of Webster. Webster caught a big fired the cannon at the net, but it wouldn't quite go. And instead, it's up to the Inferno to reset. They get a change. They fire the puck across, looking at once more for the player diving in hard, and that was Webster staying on the ice. But the Dogs will try and clear it out. They don't clear the zone. It's picked up Daniel Kukila, who flings it in low and hard. He had Corey Stringer there waiting in the slot. Couldn't quite get enough on it to score it. Stringer fires back up to the blue line. Back and forward. Shot fired by Webster again. And it's Kukelka. Sorry, I'll get there eventually. And flying through the middle. Penalty still got 1 minute, just under a minute for Kikuchi. So the Inferno still with the numerical advantage. Big Hayden Dawes comes in to put some forechecking pressure on. Spinning around there, Daniel Chen. Puck dumped deep into the corner though, and that will go for icing. They played the puck from their own side of the red line. It crosses the goal line, and it goes back for icing. Defending team cannot change on an icing, so they're all brought back. So if they're a little bit tired, that's a bad case of bad luck. And the attacking team gets to pick which side they want the puck on. Look where Hayden Dawes puts himself. He's lining himself up high. Right, he goes in deep into the corner. Face off this time won again by the Inferno. And here they come. It's on the stick of Chen. Chen gets onto his forehand, shoots. He hits the stick of Astafiev, who got enough on it to break it up. Firing it back and around, looking for Dawes. Dawes is beaten to the puck, though, by Kudelka. Kudelka chips the puck out of the zone. He took on the big man and beat him that time. So he won't be doing that too often. Hayden Dawes, just about an unstoppable force of nature. As the puck now comes down to just past Dawes, who looks up ice. He's got Jackson Lane, who tried to pick it up for Dawes. Dawes keeps it out of the zone, chips it past the play there of Riley, but Riley ends up with the puck. Riley shoots, It hit the leg of Astafif, who got enough in the way. Astafif now has to pick it up. Dawes chips it backhand, looking back for Astafif, but it didn't get out of the zone. Now Dawes has a little bit of room, steps around one, chips the puck up, nice. Beautiful play there. He found Kikuchi back on the ice after his penalty, who almost made the connection with Artem Astafif, but it didn't quite go. Here comes the Inferno the other way with speed. It's Campbell, gets past, not quite, pushed over by Toddy Cutter, who made sure of that one. Here comes Hayden Dawes blasting down the right-hand side. He stutters, flying in with speed. Kikuchi was looking for Dawes, but back the other way with speed. Page, the stick got in the way of it by Adam Harper, who goes in and shuts the options down. It's Toddy Cutter there Jake Riley trying to do something wild with it, but doesn't get much on. It goes across through the front. Shot fired, it hits the body of Jackson Lane. That'll sting. And now it's on the stick of Kikuchi, who flies in fast. But he's pushed into the corner by the Inferno defence. Puck bobbling around the top. McKill has to slap it away. Here come the Inferno back the other way with speed, but it's robbed by Astafif, who take the puck off them. Across the front of the zone, blasting down the other way with speed. Here comes Vortinov. Vortinov chips the puck out wide, finds Kikuchi. Kikuchi forehand shoots. Blocker save by McKenzie. Great chance there for Kikuchi. You can see that speed as he just tries to get a bit of body in front of Liam Webster. Webster would have none of that and just push straight past the smaller man. Webster, a big man indeed, as he fires a puck through the slot, but it's picked up and blocked by Maxim Astafif. Puck loose in the slot. Inferno with the puck again, fires through the slot. Too many green bodies there in the way. As this time it's Vortinov who puts the puck across. He was trying to connect with Knox. Couldn't quite get enough on it. And they will be caught offside there. Matty Knox just a little bit too deep. Wasn't much you could do about it. And we will have an offside and a very brief break. 5 minutes and 48 seconds to play in the first so far. I don't know why it's showing 2 to the Horses. Should only be the 1. But regardless. At least I think it should only be the 1. Hitting the brakes and trying to come back the other way, flying in with some speed. The Inferno now, they reset and reload. It's McMahon who dumps it in on the net, forcing Woodlands to have to get down low and make a save. It's played up ice, but brought straight back in. McMahon on the blue line, chips it in beautifully, but he gets it as far as Vortinov, who breaks around the back of the net, tries to find a bit of space, went cross ice. In every grade, that's always a big risk, and it is flung back in by Kudelka. And Nave tried to do something, but coming now with speed is mystery number 11, who puts the puck across the ice, and it goes to Vortinov. Now the Inferno break it back the other way, but it's picked off beautifully. Matty Knox got onto it, shoots. Save made by Mackenzie Hill. Safe once more. And we will have a face-off in the attacking zone for the Horses, who would like to get another one. Dropped, face-off one. Indeterminate there, really. It kind of went off into the corner. Not a clean win by anyone, that's for sure. But the Inferno so far with Liam Webster have been winning most of them. It's picked up now and played up ice by Corey Stringer, who got past almost everyone but ran into a wall, predictably at the blue line. Finding space where there is none, Kevin Peng gets around most but doesn't get around all of them. But now coming with speed is Daniel Chen. Now just Jake Riley tries to do something with it, just stops, hits the brakes, balked, ran out of room. You see a wall of green in front of him, and they managed to clear the puck out of the zone, the Horses, but only as far as Kevin Peng, who goes back, picks it up, reverses. He's being pressed tightly there by Axel Astafif, giving him no room. He goes back behind the net, looks up, where am I going to go? Finally finds an option, chips the puck up past Dawes, and the puck is cleared out of the zone by the Inferno. Stringer gets a backhand on it, up to Chen. Chen backhand, forehand, loose puck saved by Seb Woodlands. Chen with a great scoring opportunity there. It's not quite enough to sneak it past Seb Woodlands, who was alert to the threat. And said, mine, thank you very much. 3 minutes and 54 seconds to play in the first. Referee just waiting for the players to get themselves all organised. Face off this time won by the Inferno, by the Horses. Dawes gets the puck back to mystery number 11, who scores a goal. Now, mystery number 11's not on our system, so I don't know who he is, I'm sorry. But went across the front and got through McKenzie. Scorer's just trying to work out exactly who number 11 is. We don't know. He scored a goal, but we don't know who he is. Anyway, Inferno now looking to get it back and try and get themselves on the board. Shot taken for a distance, bounces high. Woodland's lost sight of it. It was a tumbling muffin. Page goes around to try and put some pressure on the forechecking pressure. But here comes the Horses. They break it out. They find Dawes on the burst on the far side. He's got to get around McMahon eventually. McMahon gets in the way, and the save in the end made under pressure by Hill. Now McMahon with the puck behind the net, circles around. He's got Dawes floating around high, just keeping an eye on him. He goes up, tried to find Webster. Webster couldn't get it cleanly. This time the puck fired over the top. Webster just trying to chip it away, but Dawes gets a stick on it. And we're going to have... Looks like we're going to have a offside. Or some other random offence. As the two teams regroup. Jared Downs playing for the Inferno, a very young player. He's only been playing for a season or two and has made some incredible strides to improve through the division. As Jackson Lane now for the Horses tried to get past the press there of Jared. Couldn't quite manage to do it. Jared put good pressure on him. Still sustained pressure. And this time by Spencer Nave with the puck fired in deep. Puck's picked up and played there by Woodlands. No shot on the net. It wasn't going to go in. And now battling is Adam Harper, but he's being pressed tightly. And in the end, it will be picked up by Astafeef, looking up ice, trying to find movement. Finds a little bit. He's got with speed. Another player, that was Matty Knox, was moving quickly. Puck is dumped in deep now, and it's picked up by the Inferno, who play it out. Nice reversal there by them. They picked up with some speed. Jake Riley, who gets a shot, but getting a leg in the way of it was Jackson Lane, and that shut that one down. Harmlessly into the netting. No shot on the net, no goal. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the first. Not quite sure why the scoreboard is showing 3. Because I'm sure that doesn't quite work out. Unless there's a goal that's been given for an error on a team sheet or something like that, it may well be a penalty goal, which may explain the score differential. Because we certainly haven't seen it. But maybe that's why. We'll find out during the intermission if I can. Shot across the net there was flung in by McMahon, but it wouldn't quite go. It was a good opportunity for the Inferno, though. They need to get it. Shot beautifully fired in there by Chen, but again, wouldn't quite get through the wall of defence. And the goal has been knocked off its moorings. So we will have a reset. As Seb Woodland skates around just to regain his composure. We'll find out what that first goal was for as soon as I can. And we'll keep you informed as to the reason for it. So I'm informed that the reason for the extra goal wasn't on the ice. It's a penalty goal given away. But then it may well be removed. There was an error with the team sheet, but possibly also an error with the scoring. So that goal may be removed from the system at some point. We'll wait and see what happens on that one. But at the moment, the score stands at 3-0. There's going to be a decision made about that in the not too distant. As the Inferno come back up the ice, just trying to get a bit of stick, a little bit loose with the stick there was Webster. He's got Chen. Chen tries to dump it in deep and does. Webster, though, circling around the back of the net. They've got McMahon loose on the point. Dawes sees that and picks him up. Dawes cycling around McMahon, keeping a close eye on the big man. Both of them big, strong guys. Puck pushed deep in the corner now. Astafeef looks up ice, finds Dawes. Dawes couldn't get enough on it. It's on the stick of Astafeef again. Astafeef, the other one. There's two of them with very similar surnames. McMahon now looks up ice. He's trying to find some movement. He's got racing across the front, Chen, but instead, regrettably, he ices the puck. Chen couldn't quite get onto it. It was a good move and he had good speed, but it wasn't quite going to make the stick. McMahon made a good choice, but the execution there just a little bit off. It's worth a try. Give it a go. If you can get that player moving with that much speed, but it's very hard to judge it. Daniel Chen was in great position and McMahon made a good pass, but it went for icing and they will have a face-off in the defensive zone. Not able to change. Face off this time won by the horses. They win it back. Going to pick it up though is Daniel Kuelka, who tried to play it up ice, tried to get it as far as Stringer, but he couldn't get it out of the zone. Now here comes the Inferno and McMahon. A little bit to Datsuki and footwork as Chen comes through. Chen has to try and get past two. Still got it on his stick. Loose in the slot. Great chance there. Chen got through almost everyone. Shot fired this time by Kelvin Peng, and that went over the top. It's a good rebound opportunity. Now the other way, coming with speed. The horses, they reverse. Just gets past the stick there of Dawes behind the net trying to do something. Might have a tripping call there. No hand up for that one as Webster plays the puck back up the ice. They've got McMahon circling around almost with an option. Sorry, Kevin Peng circling around there with a bit of space, but they couldn't get it to him. Battling and losing his footing was Vortnov, and the puck trickles down to McKenzie, who saves it, well, gets it anyway for the Inferno, who play it out through Kevin Peng. And now they're looking to get the puck up the ice. The Inferno playing it back in, looking for Page. Page has it down at his feet, can't quite get enough on it. In the end, gets it across as far as Sean Campbell. Campbell in the slot trying to find a bit of space. He was loose, but not enough. And the Inferno now have the puck. They rim it wide across ice, playing a risky play there by mystery number 7 for the Inferno. There's a few players who are not on the team sheet here, which really doesn't help us to do our job. But anyway, you don't want to hear whinging, you want to hear hockey. So we're going to find out what happened with that awarded goal from outside of the play, which may or may not end up being removed. In fact, it has. It's been removed from the system now. So it's 2 goals to the horses, none to the Inferno. Apologies for the confusion earlier. But that's now fixed and has been removed from the system. Pretty fast and frantic first period there. 15 shots on the net to the Inferno, no goals, 7 for the horses with 2. So they just managed to get past Mackenzie Hill, but a couple of them were absolute crackers. There's not much you can do about that. But the Inferno certainly had some chances. Seb Woodland so far has been up to the task. Just waiting for the teams to get themselves organised and underway for the second period. We haven't seen much of Steve Belich for the horses yet. He did play a game earlier in the over 35s, so he may be a little tired. I haven't seen him on the bench at the moment for the horses, although he is a legend of the Melbourne Mustangs. Played in their Goodall Cup winning team 2 seasons ago. And then lost a year through illness. Then he's back playing and coaching and loving the game, as you would expect of a legend such as Steve. Face off this time, chipped through and won by the horses. They take a shot from a distance. It goes across the front of Mackenzie. Now just tidying it up. Toddy Cutter fires the puck across. Tried to get it as far in as he could. Astafev just chips it in deep. Sorry, that was Jackson Lane. Puck goes across. McMahon now looks up ice, finds to find Page and does. Beautifully onto his stick. Page gets the pass away. He's got a loose player in the net in Campbell. And they couldn't quite get the puck across to him. Flying back down the other way. Toddy Cutter. He's got to get past one. Gets it onto his backhand. Shields with his body. Looping around. He's looking for a player up high to get the pass to. He's still stuck with possession. And the press and the poke check takes the puck away from him, but he loses his stick. His Kuelka still manages to play a bit of soccer. And then Cutter, for his troubles, kicks the stick away. But it doesn't matter because the Inferno get the goal and they're on the board. And it looks like that was Page who got that one. Just dummied everyone out. And Josh Page makes that one count for the Inferno to put them on the board. So 1 goal from 17 shots on the net. Sooner or later, one of them's going to go, and it was Page who made that one. So he managed to get through and get the first one on the net for the Inferno. We have a game, and it is on. Just 1 goal the difference with 11 minutes and 10 seconds to play in the second period. Face off there, eventually won by Webster once more. Gets onto his forehand, chips the puck in deep. Goes in to try and fetch it, but it'll be chipped out there by Hill. Puck's loose in the slot. Horses looking to clear it out if they can. They get a bit of backhand action and clear the puck, but it's still kept in the zone by the Inferno. Racing in to pick it up, Webster. He's battling hard with Evan Krustalev. Krustalev gets that one though. Dawes tries to pick it out of the sky. Puck that goes over the top of his head is a long way. He's a very tall man. Now it is on the stick of mystery number 7 for the Inferno, another player we don't have on the team list. Shot fired, bounces off the post by the Horses on the stick of Robin Fortinov, and it wouldn't quite go. You could hear it go ding off the red, and no goal for the Horses. 10 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the second period. 2-1 the lead to the Horses from the Inferno. The Inferno created plenty of scoring opportunities, and they've got plenty of goal scorers if they can make them count. Looking for Liam Webster to tickle the twine. I reckon he's due. Puck fired in by the Horses. Flying around the back of the net, Fortinov, who tries to do something. Goes through the high slot, but only as far as Stringer. Stringer stutters and then gets it going. Puck onto the stick of Chen. Chen got it as far as Riley. Riley gets a shot away. But the shots away are not in. And we will have a face-off for the Inferno to try and see if they can break out. See how their defensive players set themselves up. And see how the Inferno dig right in. You can see there Kelvin Peng coming in off the blue line quite a long way and closing up a lot. But he ends up with the puck on his stick. He shoots high. Goes a little bit wide. I don't think a goalie had to touch that one, but it was a good chance. The puck is just coming through the slot. The Horses look to break it out, and they do. They find the stick of Kikuchi. Kikuchi's got Dawes, gets the puck across, Dawes back. Kikuchi chips it in, and Kikuchi scores. A beautiful team goal. Went across the Dawes, back across to another player whose name I didn't catch, and then it ended up on the stick of Kikuchi. Watch this on the replay. Dawes puts it back. It's chipped in by Astafiev onto the stick of Kikuchi, and not much that Mackenzie could do about that one. Bang, in it goes. So 3 goals now. The lead, 3 goals to the Horses. With an absolute ripper there to Yuga Kikuchi. Just speed and teamwork and coordination and good passing play. And a little bit of luck. We're going to have a stoppage. Someone's done something they shouldn't. Linesman there just suggesting that we reset the face-off. Kikuchi maybe moving a little bit early. Jackson Lane fires it across. Goes back the other way. But picked off by McMahon, who just stands and delivers. You're not getting past him. And he just shoves the puck in deep. Kikuchi hooks the backhand in. He's got Toddy Cutter with him, but going in, Daniel Kikuta tries to pick it up and just reverses around before checking pressure. Looks up ice, the Inferno player looking for movement. It's being pressed incredibly tightly there, and he's ridden off the puck by Kikuchi, who will do 2 for a check. This is non-checking hockey, not non-contact hockey, and perhaps Kikuchi forgot. So he's going to do 2 for a body check. He maybe forgot that this is non-checking. In normal hockey, that would have been perfectly okay, but unfortunately for Kikuchi, he'll be sitting 2 for that one. His second penalty of the game. Horses with 3 goals, Inferno 1. 9 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the second. McMahon up on the blue line, manages to keep the puck in as the Inferno dump it deep in the corner safely through Kuelda, who had time. This is a chance now for the Inferno to get that one back if they can. They're going to want to fairly quickly. Liam Webster now gets around some pressure. Tried to put the puck up and get it across, but he's poke checked nicely there by Toddy Cutter. So Webster has to go back and reset. He's looking for Kudelka. Puts the puck in instead. Finds Sean Campbell. Page. And now the Horses will chip the puck all the way out. McMahon will have to go back and pick it up. Looks up ice. He's being checked by Astafiev, but he got the pass away. Webster across to McMahon. McMahon fires it beautifully just out of the reach of Sean Campbell. Deliciously close, but achingly at the same time as the puck goes out of play. And we will have a very brief stoppage for a reset. And with 8 minutes and 24 seconds to go, 1 minute and 5 seconds to play on the Kikuchi penalty. Inferno on the power play for another minute and a smidge. As we have a puck gone missing. It's gone over the netting or something or other. And now they found it, and now we've got 2 pucks, but that's okay. Pretty decent crowd here at iceHQ. The bar's full. It's great to see people coming down here to watch this tournament, especially the calibre of players we are seeing and the standard of hockey. This is a great game here at iceHQ as these players getting ready for the AIHL season. starting up in a couple of weeks. On the stick now of mystery number 7 for the Inferno, who we don't have on the system. Fortunately, he didn't score a goal, so it doesn't matter. Team managers need to get the names of the players on the system. But anyway, Webster now goes in to take the face-off for the Inferno. Just chips it forward, but it may have been won by the Inferno. It's flung out, sorry, by the Horses. It's flung out deep. Nice communication there. You could just see Riley saying, don't pass it my way. I'm in the bad spot. Play it up the boards. So he said up. And now it's Stringer. Stringer goes across, finds the foot of Chen, who drags it through, but loses the puck in the process. Flinging it out now, the Horses, they put it deep. Goes up to goaltender and McKenzie. Picked up Webster. Webster looking up ice. He's got 3 players with him. Passes nicely. Stringer finds it. Just goes through. He's got to get around one. Stutters. Pauses. He's looking for Webster up high. Webster's looking for it. It's open if they can get the puck to him. But they take the puck shot on the net instead. Not a bad option. But Woodland says, 9 seconds to go on the Kikuchi penalty. 7 minutes and 29 seconds to go in the second period. As the players reset and reload, getting ready for this last little stanza of power play for the Inferno. They've created some opportunities, got a couple of shots on the net, but no goals from it. It's dumping back in, mystery number 7 for the Inferno. Back it comes. Penalty is now over. Kikuchi back on the ice. He's a little slow coming out, maybe having a bit of a look, trying to work out what's going on. But he sees the game wisely. Don't come straight out of the box and go straight over. Here comes the big man, Hayden Dawes. Gets across 1, tries to get past 2, bludgeons his way past mystery number 7. 7 takes the puck off him though, reverses around, turns away from Kikuchi. Finally, it was all looking good till he found on the pass. Now they go cross ice, and wouldn't you know there's a body in the way. Kikuchi recovers. Kikuchi chips the puck across, back to Kikuchi, who shoots. It's in the air. Dawes couldn't get there. Was in the right spot, but the puck was just behind him. Dawes now sitting behind the net waiting for it as Stringer goes through, looking for movement, looking for an option. Sorry, Astafif. Stringer puts it into the corner now. Krustalev, puts it in the corner. And it's on the stick of Astafif, but it's broken out back now the other way. Chen's got racing him with him Riley. Horses got back there in enough time to shut down the option. Referee's hands up for a penalty. And you can see there Hill leaving the ice, but it won't matter. Referee rings the bell, and we will have a penalty on the Inferno, on the Horses this time. Another one. We'll wait and see who it is. And it's Kikuchi again doing another 2. And this time it's for a hook. So Kikuchi now with 6 minutes of penalty time. He's winning the record so far. 6 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the second. Face off to be taken. Webster for the Inferno chips it through in onto the net, but there for it was Woodlands who made it safe. Horses looking to play it up out of the ice. McMahon racing back to pick it up. He's got pressure on him. He's got Artem Astafif there with him, putting some pressure on him as the Inferno look to reset. Puck across finds McMahon. McMahon looks up ice. Dumps it deep. It's going to go past everyone. I'm not sure if that's an icing. They've waved it off. Lane managed to just break it up a little bit. Maybe it hit Lane's stick. Puck through traffic by Webster. Tip in looking for it. Webster gets it again. He's trying to get onto his forehand. He'll have to go backhand and chips it. Chips backhand trying to get over the shoulder of Seb Woodlands. Just not quite enough. The angle wasn't quite there, and Woodlands makes the save. 5 minutes and 46 seconds to go in the second. Clash between the Inferno and the Horses. We've got another one coming up next, which will be a cracker as well. Might see Jamie Burke on the ice if we're lucky, which is always exciting. And he's not scoring goals. He's certainly making it exciting in other ways. So it's great to see Jamie Burke playing again after knee reconstruction a few years ago, and then a couple of seasons with the Melbourne Ice. Teaming up with Liam Webster, a combination that many years ago we would have thought would never happen. But a season with the Ducks back when the PHL put those two well and truly into, you know what, this guy's all right field. And they've been great teammates ever since. After certainly the two of them had some great on-ice battles over the years when they were playing for different teams. But on the same team, they worked out that they're actually tremendous assets to each other. Regardless, here we go. And the face-off this time won by the Inferno, battling it in the corner. McMahon circling around high. He's looking to try and get a shot. Shots fired, though, in by Kuelka. Coming back the other way now with speed, though. Hill has to go out and get it. He's going to get pressured by Dalmore, who is now on the system. Now the Inferno through Jake Riley. He's got Sean Campbell racing in to try and give him an option. Circles around, gets on his forehand. Chipped it looking for the tip in. Page was there. Sorry, not Page. They chip it high now. Puck in the capable hands of Kuelka, but he couldn't quite get enough on it to make it a viable shot. Battling on the boards. Now the puck comes out, but McMahon dumps it back deep in, wisely holding his ground. Now the puck gets past him though on the blue line. He's going to have to go back and get it. No icing on the horses there on the penalty kill. McMahon looks up ice. Got it onto the stick of Webster, but just a little bit out of reach for him to control. Webster deep in the corner. Doors circling around high for the horses. As Webster now looks up ice, he can see calling for the puck. He's got McMahon up high if he can get it to him. Chooses the shot instead. McMahon now ends up with the puck instead. He's got Doors coming out to put some pressure on him. The penalty now over for Kukuka, who's on behind the play. Races up immediately in front of McMahon and shuts that option now. Shot fired in there. Webster went wide. Battling now in the corner. The horses desperate to get the puck out of the zone. As Jackson Lane will be done for a corkscrew on Corey Stringer. Looks like he got his stick wrapped around him and spun him. So Lane will now sit too. So the horses not doing themselves any favour on the penalty count. They've now lost, in terms of short-handed play, this is now their it'll be 6 to 8 minutes that they've spent in the penalty box playing short-handed, so 5 on 4. Doesn't do them an awful lot of favours, but they are up 3-1 at the moment regardless. Inferno got to get one back if they can. They've got the numbers to do it, and they've got the players to do it. They just haven't been able to convert as much as they would have liked. Firing the puck down the other end hard. The horses, they clear the zone. Picking it up now is Peng. Peng's being pressed, though, by Vortenov. Puck out, Webster. Webster robbed by Vortenov, who tries to get past everyone. Webster, though, picks it up in the end. He gets past Doors with a bit more speed. Webster tries to get past the check of Kristlev. Has to put it into the corner. He's got Page in the slot if he can get it to him. Did score that goal earlier, Page. He's the goal scorer. Webster shoots. Save made. It deflects by Woodlands and goes over and out. And we will have another face-off for the horses to have to defend. 3 minutes and 29 seconds to go in the second. Jackson Lane still sitting another 1 minute and 28 seconds in the box as the Inferno load up. Can they get the puck back to mystery number 7, who's still not on the system? They give him the puck. Love to know who he is. Dumps the puck in deep. It's behind the net, picked up Page, but he can't beat the work there of Kristlev, who clears the puck up ice. Kept in though on the point by mystery number 7. But here comes the Inferno back the other way. They get the puck onto Kikuchi. Kikuchi gets over the line. Manages to stay onside too. Just the puck came across. Firing the puck across the net there, McKenzie. Brave choice. As Kikuchi again stutters, skips and mohawks around the back of the net. He's trying to get the puck up. He's got Kristlev free if he can get it to him. Now it's on the stick of Matty Knox. Matty Knox battling for it. Tries to get free of the pressure of Peng. Peng still maintaining pressure, but eventually he gets a bit of room. Sustained back pressure there by the Inferno. Remember, the Inferno are on the power play for another 37 seconds. They want the puck here, and they want to get down the other end and scoring goals if they can. They're not doing it. They've been penned in by the horses. Now they try and chip the puck up, but to no one in particular, Kikuchi bounces on it. Couldn't do enough with it, though, and here comes the Inferno eventually the other way. He managed to get the pass up to Campbell, but he mishandled it. Now Campbell ends up with the puck. He's just trying to get round two, but he's surrounded by a wall of green. And it's picked up now. Astafev, who circles around. They clear the puck up onto the stick of Dalmore. Dalmore deep in the corner. He's not going to get much help. He's got Kikuchi cycling around if he can get to him. They're still on the kill for just another 2 seconds. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. The Jackson Lane penalty is now expired. I don't know the Inferno got any shots on the net, but certainly the horses did. Here they come back the other way. High looking for the crossover is Lane. He's got the puck on his stick. He was just a little high. Kikuchi now behind the net. Gets the puck across. It's picked up Dalmore. Dalmore high looking for an option, but it's picked up instead by the Inferno. And here they come. But they are robbed of the puck at the blue line. Dawes now with a chance to try and get past everyone. Doesn't get it past the Inferno defence though. Downs played it up. Kikuchi beats him to the puck and just fires it past him. I'm not quite sure where the puck is. Kikuchi with it. He can't go and get it though. He's offside. And gets away with it on that instance as McMahon now looks up ice. Gets past Kikuchi, who slaps him with a stick for good measure. But it wasn't enough. Dancing backwards and forwards with the puck there, Riley. Riley chips it on the backhand, trying to find Dawes. Trying to find Downs, sorry. Shot fired in from distance there by Kodelka. But it didn't get past the defence. And the Horses look to play it out, but it's kept in now. Cheeky little backhand shot by Webster. Webster runs into Dawes. Webster, the recipient of the bad luck on that one and losing to gravity. As Dawes gets down on a knee and just clears it out on the stretch, picking it up. Vortnov puts the puck across. Kikuchi shoots. Puck loose in the slot, picked up by Mackenzie Hill, who makes it safe. Great chance there, though, for Kikuchi. He was in the right place. Vortnov with a beautiful cross-ice pass to him. Very nice indeed. But Mackenzie Hill was ready for it, moved across and shut it down. 39 seconds to play in the second. Big Hayden Dawes lines himself up, gets ready to try and get a shot away if he can. You can see how quickly the Inferno wingers move up quickly. Corey Stringer moved fast. He's looking for the pass from McMahon. It gets rimmed around the net. It went to Kodelka, and then Stringer just gets it poked off his stick there by Vortnov. Just took a little bit too long to get rid of the puck. McMahon now looks around. He's got pressure on him as well, but just shrugs it off. The big man just says, bad luck, sunshine, I'm too big and strong for you. Puck goes all the way back up through into the neutral zone across. They find Stringer. Stringer gets past Dawes. Stringer hits on his forehand and shoots straight into the midsection of Seb Woodlands. This is mine. 11.2 seconds to play in the second. Horses 3, Inferno 1. Inferno out shooting them 25-13. So almost a 2-to-1 shooting ratio. But they haven't been able to get enough goals. Face off one, Webster, shot fired through traffic by Chen. McMahon keeps the puck in. Just a little bit of a nudge there he receives for his trouble. I don't think he'll be worried about that, but the siren will beat everyone. And at the end of the second, it is Horses 3, Inferno 1. 25 shots to 13. Goals to Riley for the Inferno. I thought it was Page, but anyway. And for the Horses, Astafiev with 1, Kikuchi with 1, and the other one not showing up on the system at the moment either, but it will show up eventually. I'm sure it will work itself out. Yeah, Astafiev with 1, Kikuchi with 1, and Riley with 1, and the other goal to a mystery player who won't show up on the system. That's why we're not seeing them. It happens. Restart our system now and see if we can get it to behave itself. About to get underway in the third. $15 minutes, the third period with stop time. With a 2-goal differential with 2 minutes to go. Actually, no, that's not the case. It's stop time all the time. That's only a stop time rule for our record leave. My apologies. And Webster ambling up to the face-off. As he wins it predictably from Toddy Cutter. Stringer looks to puck. The puck to pass across. Found Webster, who chipped the puck in for Chen, but Chen had moved. And now puck comes back the other way. Last line of defence for the Inferno. They chip it in. Now picking up with some speed and cycling around Astafiev with great footwork. It's on the stick off Kikuchi, who has room. He's got some back-checking pressure coming. Couldn't quite get around the desperate back-check of the Inferno defence. They got back just in time to shut him down. You see the speed of the man, though. It's incredible. Shot flung in from a distance there by Krustalov, but it is gobbled up by Mackenzie Hill. Shot yes, goal no. 14 minutes and 24 seconds to go in the third. 3 goals to the Horses, 1 goal to the Inferno. Bit of a showcase of Australian hockey talent here, big man Hayden Dawes, of course, who combined to score one of those early goals and certainly got some points. Shot fired wide by Dallimore, wouldn't go. Trying to pick it up and shoot through noise was Vortnov, but again, didn't quite get in. Picking now and flying in Astafeev. Has to get past the back check work there of the Inferno defence, who just get in his way. Behind the net now, big man Dawes winds and shoots, but doesn't score. Just went a little bit wide. It's getting close to Dawes time. He does like to score goals in the last minute or two of a game. He used to call it Dawes time. As he chips the puck up now, the Inferno in the hands of Campbell. Campbell's got Page racing into the slot, trying to find some space. Campbell dispossessed by 3 back-checking horses as they clear the puck out of the zone. McMahon looks up ice. Intercepted and a stick on it there by Vortnov, who has been brilliant through this game. He's been nothing but hassle and annoyance if you're an Inferno player. Coming back now the other way, Riley. Riley's got Lane in front of him, who intercepts nicely and gets in the way and breaks it down. Lane now looking up ice. McMahon sees the threat. It's here they come. Lane now has a bit of room. He's pushed off into the corner, tried to get on his backhand, left the puck behind. Perhaps it was a dummy, but now he's pinned up against the boards, battling with Kudelka. Gets clear. Inferno, though, clear it out. They managed to get it out of the zone just as flying down through the middle, trying to get some space was Kudelka. Page now battling for it in the corner. Putting a lot of hard work and pressure onto the Horses player there in Harper, but Harper, in the end, flings it in deep. Just forcing the Inferno to go back and get it. The Horses with a lead of 3-1. They don't need to do anything silly. The Inferno, on the other hand, well, they need to take some risks. Flying in now to try and pick it up is Webster. Webster tries to get around the defence. Gets onto his backhand, spins, pivots. Backhand, forehand, put the puck across. It was intercepted, though, Kikuchi, who got in the way of it. He was looking to try and make the pass across there to Downs, but Kikuchi read it. And we're going to have a stoppage. Kikuchi impressed us enormously in the Pro League here over the last couple of years here at iceHQ with just speed, agility, and a great read of the game. Didn't score a lot of goals, but did a fantastic job of just being everywhere. And an absolute energizer bunny of energy and movement. Webster now lining up for the face-off against Matty Knox. As the wingers just being watched at to say, guys, you can't get quite that close to the face-off if you don't mind. They're all trying to steal that extra inch. Webster wins it, as is often the case. But they don't do anything terribly useful with it, the Inferno. They got it back to Peng, but Peng was trying to look up ice for movement. He had Downs, but Downs wasn't quite able to pick it up. And now blasted into the corner by Kikuchi again, as the Inferno players dancing a very fine line between what's contact and what's checking. Now it's the Inferno mystery number 7 skating around behind the net. Passes the puck up ice. They manage to clear it out of the zone, the Inferno, but they don't get it past the back-checking work there of Astafeev, who puts the puck across. Back to Astafeev. He looks up ice, goes cross ice, gets away with it. It went as far as Webster, but Webster couldn't get it cleanly. Webster now has the puck on his stick. He's trying to find someone. He had Nave, but Nave couldn't get it cleanly. Webster still just chipping away, trying to annoy Maxim Astafeev, and did, but not enough to take the puck off him. And it will go for, I think, an icing? No, an offside. We have 11 minutes and 23 seconds to go in the third and final. Big man Hayden Dawes on the ice for the Horses. He'd love to score a goal. He hasn't scored a goal yet. He's got a point, but not a goal. And he's a goal scorer. That's what he wants, don't we all? But anyway, the puck dumped down by the Inferno. And we will have an icing, and it will be brought back. Pretty healthy crowd here at iceHQ tonight, coming in here to watch this game. It is a showcase of Australian talent, for sure. If you're getting excited about the upcoming AIHL season, well, a lot of those players are here tonight, so you can see them for free without having to worry about difficult parking at any particular venues that I won't mention. Anyway, puck now played out by the Inferno. They're trying to do something useful with it. Flying in is Daniel Chen. He got in there, but he ran into the big man Hayden Dawes. There's an immovable object. But Chen won't give up. He's still battling, but caught behind the net. Dawes couldn't quite get a stick on it as the puck is fired in there to the net, on the net by Kudelka. It was under pressure from Dawes, but shot fired. Stringer got loaded up the cannon, but he couldn't get it past Woodlands. Now the puck up. Kudelka just avoids Dawes, who in a full contact game would have made that a very different outcome. You can see him lining up Kudelka, but then realising it's non-checking and just sidestepping him in the end. But I reckon if you were Daniel Kudelka, you'd have a heart rate of about 500,000 and a big jolt of adrenaline after seeing the big man Hayden Dawes coming straight at you at close range. But it's non-checking. He's not allowed to clean him up in this particular grade. Let's wait a couple of weeks. Face off one yet again, Webster. Inferno looking to do something useful. That flying up through the ice now. Peng's got to get around Lane. He puts the puck across behind the net though. It's picked up now by Sean Campbell. Campbell's got Webster with him. Webster trying to battle for it, but is beaten by Toddy Cutter. Here come the horses back the other way. Kikuchi turns, passes to no one in particular, retrieves it himself. He's going to get a penalty, and it's going to be on Josh Page, who'll do 2 for tripping. Just ran into his legs and knocked his feet out from underneath him. So this time the horses have the power play, and I think it's their first power play of the game. Yep, it's the first power play of the game for the horses. We'll see how that pans out for the Inferno if they can defend against it. Horses win the face-off. It's up on the point, fired in hard and low, save made. Inferno looking to clear the puck out of the zone. The problem for them is they can't afford to be conservative. They've only got 10 minutes to play, and they need goals. They're going to have to get a shorty if they're to get themselves back in it. Shot was fired in there by Harper, but the save was made in the end quite safely by Mackenzie Hill, who did a good job of just swallowing it up. Horses loading up their line now. They've got Kikuchi and the big man Hayden Dawes on the ice. They're just getting themselves organised as Lane plays the quarterback at the back, just trying to get it all organised. Dawes probably going in to play bumper in the slot, and he does. He stays in tight. He's right there with McMahon. As the Inferno wisely reversed the breakout. They won the face-off. What a surprise, Liam Webster winning face-offs. You never see that happen, and Webster goes whee all the way down the other end. All the way to Moe. Going over to pick it up is Woodlands. Perhaps unwisely, Liam Webster got a shot away through a lot of traffic, but Woodlands managed to glove it. A bit relieved about that. He took a bit of a risk going out and playing it behind the net when he had players with him. It wasn't really necessary. And Liam Webster was there to swoop on it. And got a good shot away. See what the Inferno choose to do here. They are killing the penalty. But Jackson Lane gets it past everywhere. He's got no one in front of him. Here goes Jackson Lane. In the end, he tried to cut in a little bit too much and ran into Daniel Kudelka. So no foul on that one at all, but just a contention for space. Lane had a good chance, but Kudelka was just able to keep up with him and shut it down. Inferno now looking to break it out. Webster digs it deep, goes out for a change. It's going to technically count as a shot on the net, because if Woodlands wasn't there, it would have gone in. Here comes the Inferno. It's Kikuchi. Gets through 2, dances around 1 and 3, but doesn't get past the feet. Puck now behind the net. He circles around. He's got Dawes floating behind the net, looking for an opportunity to move around. Dawes calling for it. Doesn't get it. Shot will be fired. No, back to Kikuchi. Kikuchi loads, shoots low, looking for a tip in. He had players there as options, but Dawes just sitting behind the net menacingly. McMahon keeping an eye on him as the Inferno, as the horses look to load up. Shot fired over the top, bounces off just about everything except the boards, and it will go back and be picked up by Vortnov, who just leaves a puck behind. 10 seconds to go on the Page penalty. Big man Hayden Dawes has the puck through the neutral zone, crosses the red line, reverses to Kikuchi. Kikuchi looking for an option. Penalty over now. Page back on the ice. He's behind the play. Picked up though by Vortnov, who dumps it in. Here comes the Inferno back the other way. They've got Page on the stretch. If he can get there, he's not going to get there in time, and it's going to be cleaned up by Woodlands. whistle for reasons unknown. Good breakaway there by Page. He was in good position, but just couldn't quite get to the puck in front. It was just a little bit too deep for him, and Woodlands made that one safe. Assuming it is Woodlands in the net. That's what it says on the score sheet. My apologies if it isn't. Seven minutes and 45 to play. Horses with a 2-goal lead. 2 goals is a dangerous lead. Corey Stringer now for the Inferno. Tried to put it across to Chen. Chen battled with and loses position. Chen now with the puck, shoots. Through a lot of traffic. Got a shot away under enormous amounts of pressure, but Woodlands was there and shut it down once more. Woodlands has been superb so far in this game for the Horses. 27 shots from the Inferno, just the 1 goal. Inferno this time loading up. Face-off taken and won this time by the Inferno. Have been consistently winning face-offs, just not able to convert them into goals. As Kristalev now fires behind the nets. Picked up Chen though, tries to get a shot away. He did get a pass. Got a pass as far as Riley, who did get a shot. And we're going to have a penalty, and it's going to be on... Or is it an icing? No, I think it's just an icing there. The puck brought back. No one being escorted to the naughty box. 7 minutes and 18 seconds to go in this third and final. Inferno need a goal and they need it quickly. Webster uncharacteristically loses a face-off. It doesn't happen much. Inferno Horses just reverse it behind the play and they clear it hard out of the zone. Dump down all the way, racing down to pick it up though. Picking up for the Inferno, mystery number 7, who goes around behind the net. And now here come the Inferno. Webster was looking threatening there with Chen. Now Webster picks it up, looks up high, trying to find an option. He sees Chen on the stretch, but the pass is picked and they're offside the Inferno. Chen caught losing his footing. It was a great move by the Inferno, but Chen just blew a tyre. And now going in on the forechecks, Corey Stringer, but it's broken out now by the Horses, who play cross ice, and it's tipped. Matty Knox with not the wisest of choices, but now the Kristalev will go back and pick it up for the Horses. He's being pressured. Stringer in and putting a lot of work on him. But here come the Horses again in Astafiev. Astafiev leaves the puck behind. As Webster now looks up ice, trying to find anything. He's got no one moving with him. He's got McMahon, who says, righto, we've got to do something here. McMahon comes in at full gas, has to turn right on the raggedy edge of what his skates can do. And it's Downs now who is being pressured, but a little bit of inexperience and size being given away there by the young man. It's fired out, but just getting a stick on it there. Kudelka did a good job of breaking down that movement by the Horses. Broke that one down to what would have been an excellent scoring opportunity, as this time the Horses break it out again around the outside. Stringer going in to try and do something. Sorry, Nave going in to try and break that up. Dawes says, righto, chip it out, but it's kept in. Sort of a bit of basketball there and a jumping catch by Kudelka. Can't get it the second time now, and off it goes. Racing in now to pick it up is Vortnov, who doesn't quite win the race. McMahon gets there first. Fires back up, trying to find Webster. Webster with the puck now. He had Nave with him. Nave goes in, but Nave's beaten to the puck. Webster's there, though. Webster shoots. It's the pad. Save made by Woodlands. Now here come the Inferno, the Horses again, and it's Kikuchi going into the corner. Tries to wrap around, but he's got too much defence there to get around. At the end of the day, the fast guy beaten by someone just being where he wants to be. It's the way you beat the quick players, is you wait for them where they want to be. You don't have to skate as far. The Horses have it up on the blue line. They fire it across. The big man, Hayden Dawes, he's got it on his forehand. He fires it low and hard. He had Kikuchi there creating a screen, but it went wide. Kikuchi now battling for it. Dawes circles around the back, wraps around. But just getting a pad there in the way. McKenzie saw it coming. Downs now the other way. Loses the puck. Shot fired by Liam Webster. Goes wide. It's a great scoring chance, but you've got to put it on the net, Liam. He knows that. Page now battling past everyone. Tries to get past two. A little bit of a stutter step. Leaves the puck behind this time. Picked up by Knox. Sorry, not Knox. That's Harper. Harper looks up ice. He's being pressured by Page. Manages to get the puck up ice and around behind the net. Get it as far as Kikuchi. Kikuchi can't get it past Peng. Stringer now just hoiks in a backhand looking for anyone down the other way with speed. Toddy Cutter races into the corner. He's got Kikuchi in the high slot if he can get it to him. Can't quite get there in time. Beaten by the defence of the Inferno. He'll bring it back the other way with speed. We've got Page waiting on the far point. And Stringer coming in. Stringer has the puck in his feet. Just chips it through. Woodlands puts it into the corner. Stringer battles with Astafeef. Page beaten there by the rapid moving Matty Knox, who just dumps it in deep. But it's not icing as the Inferno will go and pick it up. And that's on Kevin Peng now, who skates around. He's got Kikuchi to beat. Kikuchi in front of him. Kikuchi, nice poke check, good interference on the forecheck. Kikuchi gets the puck away. Racing in to try and pick it up is Vortnov, but he doesn't get it. Page now looks up ice. He hasn't got the speed to get away from the back check of Vortnov, who just takes the puck away from him. Now here comes the Inferno back the other way. Dawes looking for it. He's calling for the puck on the blue line. They break in now, pass back to Dallimore. Dallimore gets on his forehand. Tried to get it across to Dawes. Dawes was a little bit too deep. The Inferno don't manage to break it out, though. It's Astafeef now who fires it in. Dawes again, just sitting in the slot, looking dangerous if they can get the puck to him. He does like those close-up goals. He's a very hard man to stop when he does, but it's McMahon now. He looks up high, sees Page, sees McMahon. McMahon dumps it in deep. Webster goes in deep to try and pick it up off the far corner, but it's broken up by the goaltender of Seb Woodlands, who has been superb so far. Page now battling for it, turns around, looks up high, finds a partner who shoots, but it's stuck in traffic and hits bodies. Flinging himself around there, Liam Webster. Page battling for it, Webster there with him. Puck brought up now and being played out of the ice, Vortnov, but Vortnov picked beautifully by Kadelka, who did a good job just getting a stick in the way and breaking up the move. The big man Hayden Dawes now with a little bit of room, fires it past Liam Webster deep in the corner. Kikuchi now will pick it up. He hasn't got anyone with him yet. He's going to have to wait. Stalls a little bit in the slot. Free Astafeef if they can get it to him. Astafeef now spins around. Cutter the shot. Save by Mackenzie Hill though. Lane dumps it across again, trying to find support. He's looking for Cutter. Cutter instead. It's on the stick of Astafeef. Astafeef's got Kikuchi with him if he can get it to him. Kikuchi circles around. They don't. Here come the Inferno back the other way. Chen on one foot, on the other. Gets onto his forehand. He hasn't got much in the way of an option. He's got Stringer now. Stringer dumps it in. They find on the stick Kevin Peng. Racing across into the slot, trying to get a shot away with movement there was Daniel Chen. He almost got it away, but just enough bodies there in the way by the horses. Closed out the space. And the goal is knocked off its mooring. And we will have a brief reset. 1 minute and 19 seconds to go in this third and final period of this clash between the horses, who may be mostly Mustangs, and the Inferno, or maybe ponies, who knows, possibly Shetland ponies. Regardless, it's the Inferno in the white and the horses in the green. The horses with a 3-1 lead. They've caught up a little bit on the shot count. It's 19 now to 30 as the Inferno play it back up. Stringer now just pushed off the park, and it's retrieved Adam Harper, who looks up icy. Found Dawes. Dawes dances around behind the net, riskily putting the puck right through the middle of that danger zone, but he ends up back with the puck now looking. He's going to have a 2-player forecheck on him. Stringer coming in on him as well. As the horses being pinned down in their zone here uncharacteristically for a little while, perhaps trying to draw the Inferno in so that they lull them into a false sense of security. They finally managed to clear the puck out of the zone, but it's plucked out of the sky by Sean Campbell. But now it's the big man, Hayden Dawes. He fires. He was looking for a connection. He had Dalmore there. Dawes now circles around with the puck. Another shot. Save made by Hill, who looks winded. He's a bit slow getting back to his feet. He's Mackenzie Hill. He may have worn that one. He's looking a bit shabby. 29.2 seconds to go in this third period. Hill still yet to get to his feet. He's taken his helmet off. The referees have noticed, and they're just giving him a bit of a break to make sure that Hill is okay. He might have worn a puck there uncomfortably. Not that wearing them in any way comfortable is good. McMahon now rims it in deep. The Inferno trying to get another goal back in a hurry if they can. 2 goals can be scored in this time. Puck into the slot. It's picked up Webster. McMahon tried to fire it in as well. These two combining well. Puck cleared out of the zone. McMahon racing back to try and pick it up. He had to beat Vortnov with just 8 seconds now to play. McMahon looks up ice. He tried to find Webster. Webster was picked by Lane, who saw the threat And the clock will end the game. And in the end, it is the Horses 3 to the Inferno 1. Goals to Astafif and to Kikuchi from Dawes and Astafif, and to a mystery player for the Horses. Not sure exactly who it was because it's not in the system. And Jake Riley got one for the Inferno. So thank you very much for being with us. We'll be back with you in about 15 minutes for the next game in the program.